Never.
Oh,
Clams.
Josh,
What?
you got headphones.
I do. I have the headphone knob. I forget about the headphone knob.
Oh, mine is just like this circle, and you push on parts of it, and it's different buttons, and I
Mine's
kind of
like,
hate it.
dude, you can't even see mine. It just blends into the set, and it's like in the oddest spot. It's like I never can find it. I put
Yeah,
my hand up here. I'm like, wah 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 wah. Can't find it ever.
You know what they had at the thrift store sometimes? A lot of times they have at the thrift store the old headphones you had at school, where it's just a wire in the headphone.
Oh, dude, those headphones kind of good.
No, they're not.
No, they are,
I
dude.
goaded.
Dude, yeah, they are kind of goated. Go back and listen to an album on a CD player with those headphones, and it sounds like you remember. It's got that shitty quality that you want.
You're probably right. You kind of don't want some music to be too crispy.
Yeah, I don't like the crystal clear audio sound. I mean, that's the problem I got with a lot of the WWE theme songs as of late. They give them a new theme song, it just sounds like AI dog shit, and it pisses me off. I don't like the AI sounding fluid doo-doo music. Not a fan. Anyway, House Assembly. We're gone. Clams,
Episode
Dirt,
239. Am I right?
Ooh,
239.
yeah, you are.
I just pulled that out of my ass.
Well, not really. You're on every episode. You should know.
This is literally the first episode I've ever gotten right.
No. Well, that statement's maybe true.
This is the first episode I've ever been in.
I don't have a fact checker on that one. And Clams, that's entirely not true. Dirt the other night was having to explain why he's dirt in the chat. What was that, last night?
Oh yeah, I did that once.
Yeah. You're like, all right, guys, here's the lore. Because everybody was accusing me of being mean and calling you dirt.
Oh, it's his name.
Which was, I wanted to keep going with that. I wanted to keep going with, I'm just being mean and putting him down.
Just calling him a piece of shit.
Yeah. Saying, and I said, well, we call him dirt because everybody knows why. It's because when you get him wet, he turns into mud.
Ooh. And I'm smelly like soil.
Like soil sort of smells good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a nice earthy tones to it.
Okay. I can appreciate that. Clams, what are you eating on? What are you chewing on over there? Introduction here. There's Clams over there.
Little Act 2.
A little Act 2. Popcorn, movie theater butter. Microwavable popcorn. Delicious. Dude, my mom burned a rice cake in the toaster one time.
You don't cook
Yeah.
those in the toaster. You eat those raw.
You eat those raw. Yeah. Yeah, it was today. And it whole house
You eat those
smelled
maybe
like
fresh
smoke.
out of the ground.
You put rice cakes in the toaster.
I don't.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
I don't.
No,
Yeah, I don't-
what you do is you put your favorite jam, jelly, peanut butter,
Mhm.
ice cream, chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup,
Rice cakes are very
Maple syrup.
versatile. You can kind of move them
Oh,
around.
yeah.
apple slices,
I want to go on record and
Cinnamon.
say don't
cinnamon,
appreciate
and apple
rice cakes.
slices.
Don't appreciate rice cake.
I don't like them.
I love
But they
rice
are
cakes.
versatile. And I'm not a big
They're
fan.
nice blank canvas, but some of them have flavored ones.
I
They
don't
have
like the way they make my
cinnamon
teeth
apple.
feel. They make my teeth feel like I'm eating styrofoam. Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
love that. That's so cool.
Well, fun fact.
I've
you can
always wanted to
actually
eat styrofoam.
You can eat white packing peanuts. They're just made of cornstarch.
I have before, and it's kind
But
of
I
reminds
don't
me of
want
that.
to. It needs more flavor.
It's very similar. It's a very similar taste and texture to packing peanuts.
Okay.
That's why I said it's a blank canvas. Unless you get the ones that actually do have,
Why not just get an
Flavored.
industrial-sized bag of packing peanuts for like $5?
That's a good
because
idea.
they're not hockey puck shaped.
Yeah, but they're Cheetos.
The shape
They're-
matters. The shape does matter.
Okay, but they're Cheeto puff
And I
shaped,
feel like the
so-
rice cakes are a little more dense than the puffs. The puffs are a little too light.
Correct.
I feel like if I pour any
The
sort of
rice
ingredient
cake's
on
got
those
a nice
puffs,
little
they're gonna
crispness going on when you bite into it. You got crunch happening.
There is a crunch to it.
All right. Well, look at the Crunch Boys over here. Clams and Dirt, me, Josh. We're all here.
Give me the Crunch Boys and free my soul.
Oh, give you the
King
Crunch
Rice
Boys. That's a
treat
good one.
is a Rice Krispie treat.
What?
Sorry,
I
I
missed
was
yours,
in the
Dirt.
middle of time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
King Rice is Rice Krispie.
Well, you can make rice cakes out of Rice Krispies.
Ray Rice.
Oh,
You
no,
can make rice
Dirt.
cakes out of Ray Rice.
No.
What?
Shout out.
You can't. You don't talk about Ray Rice. That's not good.
Oh,
wait,
Ray
I meant-
Romano then.
I met
He's
Ray
not-
Lewis. I met Ray Lewis. I met Ray Lewis.
Well, I don't know if
Different Ray.
I don't know if the Rays.
Romano?
I think maybe we should stay off the Rays. They're very problematic.
What's
Romano?
Ray Lewis ever do?
Ray Lewis is problematic. Murder charge.
What about Ray Romano?
What? When did that happen?
What? Dirt, do you not know the Ray
No.
Lewis lore? You don't. Dirt's a lady.
No, I just know he's an
I don't know
absolute
the lore, but
beast
okay.
football player, and he wears the hell out of a suit.
Oh man. Well,
What do I type in? What do I type into Google to find out what happened to Ray Lewis?
Type in Ray Lewis.
Ray
Lewis crime. Ray Lewis crime is the fourth result.
I love watching Dirt.
Oh my God! He killed 2 people after the Atlanta Super Bowl. He stabbed them to death. No, what are you doing?
What?
Oh my
What?
God! The charges were dropped because of obstruction of justice, which means he did it. Ray Lewis, why?
I know. You know what's funny is that people don't know that though. That's like a real time thing that just happened there with Dirt.
Well,
That's
it
like a
happened
real-
25 years ago. It was 2000.
Sure.
Also, what were the circumstances that led him to stabbing them? All it says is he was charged with it. He could have been like in a fight and then just went a little too far.
That's the world we live in.
Hey, you don't know. These people could have stabbed themselves to death.
Yeah.
That's true. Has anybody even put the glove on Ray?
True, we
If
haven't
the glove
examined
doesn't fit,
Yeah, must have quit.
That's the world we live in, where, you know,
Good thing there's no other problematic quarterbacks.
you could do a crime 25, 35 years ago, and no one remembers. Like Snoop Dogg walks around, and people are like, "He did what?"
Well, that was his security guard.
Yeah, but
He did
still,
what?
even so, they're
he
like,
was
"You mean the
Snoop
guy that
Lion.
hangs
What's
out
that?
with?" Oh yeah, people would be surprised at that. It's
At
Snoop
what?
Lion.
Oh yeah, they would be like, dude, this is somehow racist. They would. That'd be like me. That'd be like me pretending to be British or like Mary Poppins.
Boy, governor.
Boy, governor.
Yeah, it's true. It's. I don't know what I remember. I was working at a food line when he was doing that whole Snoop
Yeah.
Snoop Lion thing, and I remember being like,
That was right when
yeah.
Chetna Hanks was also
"Oh,
Rastafari.
Chet Hanks, friend of
Oh,
the show."
while
Chet
I,
Hanks.
While I have this on my mind, Dirt, have you told Josh and Lori about all the construction where they used to live?
I haven't been out there in a while, but I went out there.
I was out there like on my
I
way
was out
back.
there like maybe 2 weeks ago. There's
Friday?
Okay, so there's a Starbucks in between Food Line and your neighborhood now,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Mm.
just
There's a
smack
fire
in there.
department going up.
There's a fire department over by that pond that was over there by the by Cedar Road.
Yeah.
That pond is
Um,
gone, and there's a giant fire department there now.
Wow.
They're
And then
they're replacing their bridge right there,
They
and
replaced
like
the bridge. The bridge is
they
already
have that
set up.
one. It's not in operation yet because I was just
It's
there
like-
Friday.
It's like,
Yeah, but it's like sitting there. You can like see it, and
yeah, I haven't been out there since like last August.
and you know how like there was like 2 different roads to get in your neighborhood, the one like right by your house and the one like further up.
Oh yeah, that's
Like-
all clusterfuck. I think one of those is closed.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, the one further up closest to the bridge is like closed off entirely.
permanent closure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. It's only one way in, one way out.
Let's get a drone footage on this.
I don't want to see it.
Oh, it's
Let's
Nah.
dox your old neighborhood. Let's dox
No.
let's dox our old stomping grounds.
Knox where Josh doesn't live anymore.
Yeah. No.
You know what I've been thinking about? You know what I've been
Won't
thinking about?
spin this house
I've been
free
thinking
pizza.
about. I've been thinking about getting a houseboat and then moving back to Deep Creek and living in the canal.
You know, while we're on the subject of houseboats, I don't have a lot. I know, I shared it with y'all.
It's on brand.
I mean, why
I
not?
saw a houseboat parked on
Yeah.
someone's property out in the mountains of Tennessee.
Dude,
Who
on their
did?
Just
property, though?
on like just in the like field in their yard.
Damn, that's a waste. That's a waste of potential.
No,
Mhm.
someone was living in it.
Oh, they probably got it for dirt cheap, and they were like, I don't want to live on the water anymore.
Yeah.
Someone was living in it because there's a big thing out there where people will buy like an RV, and then they'll just like build a deck on it, and fucking they'll put a mailbox out, and they're like, "This is my home."
Yeah, I've seen
Damn,
that.
that's pretty dope.
But I don't mind.
And then
I
they
kinda
realize
wanna
that they're on
share.
someone's property.
No, it's there's a lot of empty property out there, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like government land, which makes it public property in a sort of way.
And
Like,
there's a
you're
lot of
entitled-
if you
you're
can
entitled
fucking
to the
get
land.
here, then fuck it, you live here. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that straight up live on the side, like the side of a mountain.
I don't think it's illegal to live in the woods.
There's depends on where you're at. There's
Oh,
certain
yeah.
laws.
You just
When
can't
we
be
went
like,
to my
"This is
sister's
my
wedding
property."
out in the middle of North Carolina, there was houses that were like built into the mountain that were like from like the 1800s, dude. Like George Washington was crossing the fucking Pebble Bridge there to give his horse some drink from the creek or whatever it was, dude. Like it was insane. There was moonshiners down and shit in there. It was insane. Clams, especially where you were at, definite moonshine country.
It's also NASCAR country.
Clams, you see any moonshiners out there? You see any small
Any-
shacks by the
Any
by the
stills?
river?
Any copper stills? Any
Any- no.
prospector looking men?
You said
with-
by the river. You gotta
Oh.
you gotta be you gotta understand, like, when I say in the mountains, like, we're taking switchbacks and hairpins just to fucking
Whoa,
get
what
around
is
them.
that?
Oh yeah,
A hairpin and a switchback?
that's like 180.
Yeah, that's like when the road literally like 180s.
'Cause
Oh,
you have to
yeah.
go up. Because you're going up a terrain, you can't go
Yeah.
straight down. You gotta kind
Yeah,
of
that's what I meant by in the mountains too. Where the wedding was, we literally had to take a bus up there because no one was allowed to drive. It was too dangerous, and it's a one-way street.
Oh no.
I didn't go up the mountains, dude. I was in Roanoke. I stayed in the valley, dude. I stayed in the valley. I did not go up the mountains.
I was in them. I was
And
in
if
the
I did, I drove to the Star a few times, but that's it. Who cares?
I'm from Tidewater.
All the
and it's
stuff's
like-
down in the valley. Nothing's on the fucking mountain. What do you?
Although I
Yeah,
say
no
that,
shit.
say that I used to live right near Niagara Falls.
Oh,
That's
that's
pretty
kind
good
of
mountain.
cool.
That's pretty good mountains.
That's a
Yeah, it
pretty
was
good
like,
mountain. That's a. If I were gonna
like,
rank mountains, if we're gonna do a mountain tier,
Yeah, it was like 40 minutes away from there.
mountain, Niagara Falls definitely S tier.
Not
No.
the American side, dude. The American side is awful. It's literally just an elevator and a platform, and then you look over to the Canadian side, and they have like roller coasters going down the side and like Ferris wheels and fucking. It just looks so much better on the Canadian side, and we're just on this poverty side on this
Yeah,
deck.
the American side's just a giant billboard for the General Auto Insurance with Shaq's face on it, and it's like,
It's literally
"Welcome
like
to
an
Niagara
old-
Falls."
It's like this. It's you ever seen like a cave elevator where it's just like the cave walls and you're just like going down it? That's what it's like. And then there's a tunnel. And then there's-
Ooh. Look at that.
Oh yeah, you were in the Blue Ridge. Look at
Oh
that
yeah,
blue
I mean that
mountain.
kind of looks like my landscape that I sent from the top of the
Well,
mountain.
yes,
It's pretty
the
high up.
same, well,
It's the same mountain.
I was like miles down, but like yeah, same mountain range.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool,
it's
man.
like the mountain.
I could
Yeah,
have
it's
been on
the
the.
Appalachians.
We should have went at the same time, and then I could have been on top of my mountain, and you could have been on top of your mountain.
Oh,
And
no,
we
no,
coulda-
no.
we
What I
coulda-
mean is
we
like
coulda sent a bird. We could have sent,
We
a
coulda sent a
bird.
bird.
Yeah.
Dude,
that-
pigeons and ravens.
Did
on
you
that
see
shit,
birds
man.
up there? Because I saw birds up there when I went up there.
I saw at least two.
Yeah, I saw some birds. I saw an eagle and I zoomed in, and it was not bald.
Would you say you were where eagles dare? Okay, all right.
I want to say
Yeah.
that
Ooh,
Niagara.
Yeah, I like this. I wanted to, like I like breaking down this photo. This is a good photo. This was my favorite, one of my favorite photos you sent.
Same.
because it says on my pussy, and then it says 666.
And then 666 under that as well.
Yeah, and then
That
there's and then there's a cat with like a tumor, like a
Yeah.
also JP, dude. JP.
Yeah, but is this also supposed to be an M in there? Because it kind of like it could be.
Oh,
Yeah.
JP Morgan, dude.
JP Morgan. It's JP Morgan.
Yep,
He was there.
Wow.
that's what that is.
He was there.
That's what that is. But dude, this thing is overgrown as hell, dude. What do you think this was?
Mechanic shop.
What do I think it was? I don't know exactly. I just know it's an area
It's a
called
off
Pressman's
the road-
Home.
It's off.
And
the
you know
road-
what? You know what we'll do?
I feel like
Also
it's.
garage.
I feel like
Hole.
it's. I feel like it's a. Whatchamacallit, like a garage for a non-existent
Wikipedia.
building that's there anymore. Like that's what's left of
Yeah,
it.
it's like a gas station type situation, but no gas. You just,
Okay, yeah.
I think it's like you get your car worked on there.
Pressman's
Like
Home.
a service. station.
Internet. Yeah. So it was basically kind of like a town, like a company town.
See, they need to
International
work on
Printing
their-
Pressmen and Assistants Union of North America. But it was the town's called Pressman's Home.
Yeah, but they live in Poor Valley. They need to change that.
No, no. It's accurate. I was literally there.
Nope, the
in
valley
Fort
is
like,
poor.
last week.
Not
It's
that-
pretty
Everybody
poor. Like
poor?
this right here where it says Hawkins County.
Oh.
That's the county that I was in the entire time.
Ooh.
But yeah. So Rogersville is the town that technically my brother's address is tied to. But yeah, it is a non-abandoned ghost town, and a lot of the
A
photos.
non-abandoned
that.
ghost town. That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
there's-
I've
because
never
there's
even
technically
heard of that
people.
before. That just seems like a. What is that? An
Like people don't
oxymoron?
live in the buildings, but because like the towns, like districts, have like a certain radius. There's like houses that
Yeah.
are technically newer constructions that are there.
That's
Oh, I was
crazy.
gonna
No,
say bad
yeah.
town.
But it's also because it's just in the mountains, and it's like that out there. Like my brother
Yeah.
technically had a choice of going between, I think, like the school he went to and at least one or two different other schools for high school. Because like
Raining hard out there.
he lived like they live on the side of mountains, and he technically lived in a spot where he could go to either of these schools.
Mm.
I mean, he went the one he did because he
I had a
went
similar
to the school he went
situation.
to the same way. I'm trying to see if I can point out like
I was
this
able to
is
go
like-
to 2 different high schools because of
I
where my
think
house was.
Oh yeah,
this
that did happen.
building
You
isn't
rezoning.
up anymore.
Yep.
Because like there was a golf course, but I do remember driving past a part that had trees like this.
You know what this looks like? This looks like Narcos.
There used to be a hotel.
Yeah, this looks like.
This looks
where drugs
freaky,
are made.
dude.
Yeah, there was a sanatorium.
Not gonna lie,
Oh,
this shit's spooky.
Wait, hold on.
This
Where's
is
the
a spooky
sanatorium?
place. I think this is a spooky area.
Tuberculosis.
Sanatorium, yeah. See, I think this is the building that I took a picture of, the trade school building.
Yeah, because it had all that factory windows.
Well, it was a school.
And
but yeah,
well, it was also like 1940s architecture,
yeah.
which
I don't know exactly if there's gonna be anything that says anything about it. Oh shit! The hotel was destroyed in October 1994 by arson.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
Oh, there's a picture of it. Oh wait, no, that's
No, that's just
a
for
picture
arson.
of arson.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
about tuberculosis? Tuberculosis. What's going on with that?
Yeah, what's
Ever
going on
had
with the is there a lot of tuberculosis
It just said
there?
the sanatorium was built in 1916, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
Uh,
the printer's ink
thing.
was a cause for tuberculosis.
Yeah, the building was demolished in 1962.
Yeah, get that out of here. They used to like ship all the tuberculosis people west. They were
You
like,
think
"Need
that's
that
got to? You
dry."
think this building's got tuberco in it right here?
No,
Yeah, I thought this was. I thought that's where they were putting them.
I'm pretty sure this was the trade school.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! What
got
is
that.
that? A trade school?
It's got that 40s look to it.
Dude, how
With
bad
those
do you just want to
factory
walk
windows.
through that shit though? I do.
No,
Man,
you need
Just
a
trying to get
respirator.
through all the food zoo and fucking everything else there would be insane.
Dude,
And,
I
like,
want to so
this
bad.
is like a fucking hill right here.
Dude,
So
yeah, I
learned
want
from
to get to that.
Adventures, I learned from Ghost Adventures you gotta wear a respirator because that dude Zach got permanent pneumonia from fucking mold.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I'm definitely wearing a respirator. I'm not stupid. I just want to walk around in that thing, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that. Like, dude, no one's been in that shit, dog, for like ages. Wait, what's over there? That seems like a modern building that maybe still operates.
No,
Yeah,
that's
like-
another one of these.
Oh,
It's
really?
another abandoned kind of building, but there was not a good spot to get a picture of that. Cause like
Oh, shit.
I should have taken one just to show you, but like there was so much like plant growth and tree growth that it blocked any view of it from like the road.
This stuff's invasive.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
people
no.
have definitely been here. Busted some windows. Some kids have gone in there.
Oh,
had
yeah.
some fun.
Oh, I didn't see any busted windows though. That's kind of surprising, actually.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
that's
that big
nice.
Valley, the river.
It's a damn river.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to just somehow get an RV to the side of that river
Listen, if I had my house
and
boat,
build
I
a
could
deck
Look at
on
that
it, like
bridge.
Clam said.
Look at
Get
that
up in
bridge
there.
right there.
Oh, that's a damn bridge right
Yeah,
there.
I'm pretty
That's
sure we can
brilliant.
live in the deep creek if we. I think we can. I think we
Look,
can.
I'm out.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
They can't stop us. We have a boat. That's a house.
It's public waters. It's public waters.
This is actually from my hotel room.
registered houseboat.
Yeah, it's public waters, dude. I want to live.
I don't know
in
what
front of
this was.
Food Lion and Dollar General.
Probably just a property marker.
No, because it's like
Ooh.
a structure.
No, there's a fence.
Like,
there's a fence. There's some concrete behind
this
it.
is
I can
like a
see it.
concrete. No, this whole thing is concrete.
I see it.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Literally
like, I don't
was a fence. Looks
Like,
a
it was-
bunker.
like if I like kind of because if I like I know I'm short, but like I'd probably go up to here and it like angles up and then goes.
Is it some sort of like underground silo?
Well, dude, you're in the back. You're in the back
No,
country.
this was
mountains, dude.
literally, you know the picture of the trade school building.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This
Those
was
are
me 180'd. This was me taking a 180.
Oh, it's probably storage then.
Yeah, I don't know. It was something.
There's
And then
probably, like,
there's
a door and a stair thing.
to the right of that structure. So that structure thing was over here. There's like a little drive, some little building down
Oh.
here. This cool little wall.
Yeah, the wall's the best part of this whole trip right now for me.
What, that wall?
Yeah, I like the wall better than the school now.
Honestly, I think I like the way I don't know. I got this picture kind of good.
Oh well, yeah, it's framed and it has depth and then like focus and all.
Yeah,
that
there
shit.
is, and it's almost like I expect to see some like really scary image in between those two trees in the very back. Like I feel like there
Oh,
should be
yeah.
something there.
You gotta put a red circle in the woods somewhere so that people know where.
Yeah, so people just start looking for shit. No, I just love.
And then
in
Dirt can make it
general,
his
like,
background and be like,
Check that out. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
You're like, holy shit, that's back there.
I just love going to places like this.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like to see like nature just taking
Oh,
back
yeah,
over.
dude.
Like,
Dude, I'm telling you, the same mountain range I was at. I mean, it's the same mountains. It's crazy that I think it's crazy that people were like living there, just like how they got there, and like, even up to the '90s. Like, cause we went for that wedding. It was like a really nice house built in the '90s.
yeah,
It's a rich family went up there and probably like bombarded all these, natural Appalachian dwellers. With their construction and helicopter, they had definitely had to helicopter that shit up there. There ain't no way they took the roads.
What are
Like, ain't no way they put.
no, you
a
know why I
cement
say
truck up
that?
there.
Well, first off, yes, because
Yeah.
we were driving behind one on those like switchbacks when we were trying to like. My
What?
mom was just like taking me around. Yes, and she's also told me because she used to live out there. 18-wheelers will take those roads. They have to. They don't have a choice. Because some of these roads are like technically like 70
roads.
State Road 70. Yeah,
Oh.
it's crazy.
We need to
Yeah,
go
but
to
this
the
picture
program
right
like that.
here, there's like a little pull off on the side of literally one of those like little switchbacks. If I like
Yeah.
turned around, you could see where the road was like on the other side, like behind me that you end up going up. But there's
Yeah.
also this little road to my left.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know, someone probably lived down there, but it's called Cave Springs Road. As I was like done taking these pictures, because I think this was when we were picking Scott up on the day of his graduation, because we hung out, we took him out for lunch and everything. But We were like picking him up. He just got there. We're like getting back in the car, and there's some dude like walking up that road. I'm like, what the fuck?
What the hell? He's probably wondering the same thing. He's probably
That's
like,
what I'm saying, dude. I almost just like.
We're like, where are
wanna-
you going? Because you're gonna have to walk for a minute to get anywhere.
Yeah, I just want to like camp out there, like, and observe for a few days.
I don't know, man. Everything I know about Appalachia, I
Yeah.
love it. I'd love to live there, but I don't know about camping in the woods.
I've been camping in the Appalachian
Oh,
Mountains.
dude, that's it's like real
too
life.
spooky out there.
Oh, dude, it
Do the
is
Appalachian
spooky. I'm
Trail?
scared of just these photos, like kind of. Especially the
Appalachian
deep. Not this one. This is like beautiful, but like the.
Yeah, this really shows the whole Blue Ridge name.
Yeah, but like inside of that is thick trees and just like old.
Yeah, this is gorgeous,
old
but once you go
buildings.
in that, it's terrifying.
Yeah, dude. Like I would see when we were going to the wedding, I would see like chimneys, just standalone chimneys, with like where a house used to be, but the only thing left is the brick chimney that they built for it.
And that was the end.
Crazy, dude. Those are some
And
good
that was from my
photos.
trip.
Good photos.
It was lots of fun.
Very
I spent too
nice.
much money.
Oops. I spent too much money. Of course, you always do. You got to. Yeah, I don't know about living out there, but I think it would be fun to. But I wouldn't camp with just like tent, dude. Come on, man. You got to camp
Oh, no,
with.
tent, that's the only way to camp.
You got to
Yeah,
camp
tent.
with that thing behind dirt or something. You can't be.
Oh, I
When I
love
was
camping.
when I was a youngster, I went through the Appalachian Trail through like Pennsylvania up north, and then where did I end up? It was like 50 fucking miles that we hiked. It took like a week.
Yeah.
Not even a week. It was like a few days. It was probably like 4 days. But we had to sleep in there.
Mm.
I've slept in all sorts of shit though. I've slept in a field with nothing, just like a tarp.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
as-
Well, sometimes the best sleeps I've had have just been on the ground.
I've slept on the sand. I've been outside, boys. I got
I've been outside.
tuberculosis. I got tuberculosis.
Oh no,
Yeah,
he has
I
the
was
consumption. Everyone,
I was breathing in that printer ink, baby.
you know me.
That's that
To be
good
honest,
shit.
I'm trying to go sleep in a hole tomorrow.
Not in a hole.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
there's
just dig a
there's
little-
benefits or something to sleeping on flat ground.
No, I don't think there's any benefits to sleeping on flat ground.
No, I feel like I get a good nap whenever I take a good nap just on the floor.
I don't think you should do it regularly.
Oh,
I think you need a cushion.
that's my favorite
think
nap
even-
spot, dude. Is just to stretch out on the floor and then not move after that. And just
Yeah.
fall asleep right
Listen,
there.
I've seen the way my
Yeah.
cat chooses a spot to sit, and it's the softest spot. And I think every animal thinks that way, and it's because we need softness.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. I don't know. I
Sometimes
feel
it's sometimes it's the coolest spot, so they'll sprawl out on like
like
a
true.
tile floor or something.
True.
Yeah, they're just like,
See, that's what I'm feeling right now. Like nice tile, cool floor. Like after you get off work, like
Like when you're sick and you're throwing up, and then you've got the like post throw up sweats, and you're just laying there on the cool bathroom floor, and you're like, I think I
That's when
might
the
sleep
bathroom
here.
floor is your best friend. Like for real. Like shout out.
how do you guys
cool
feel,
bathroom
how do you
floor.
guys feel about being inverted by your heels, like strung up style by a rope?
I got a headache right now. It might make it go away, but it just feels like a bad
Yeah,
idea.
I got a bit of a headache too. Weird. I think there's a sinus thing going around in this rain.
Now, what about being tied to a stick, something like this, with your hands and feet, and then maybe being put on top of a fire and rotated?
No, I'm good.
Slowly?
Rotisserie.
And then there might be a bunch of tribes people around you.
No, I taste
then-
really gamey.
Prank
not.
that?
I'm really gamey. It's not good.
Yeah, you've only been eating plants though. You probably taste pretty good.
No, it's gamey. It's gamey.
Listen,
Yeah, that's
I'd
true.
rather-
He's only been eating plants. That's not good.
Really lean though.
No,
It's
we've got-
really
we've got-
lean. It's really gamey. It's
you
not
got
good.
predator. You don't want to eat predator meat. You want to eat omnivore meat.
No, yeah, you want to no. Ew.
Listen, we only eat omnivore. I eat
No,
a damn
typ-
cow.
typically-
I eat a damn chicken. I eat
Oh,
a
he's got a
damn.
point. He's got a point.
I ate the damn piggy.
Not
Yeah,
picky.
y'all don't
Well,
eat.
pigs will eat anything.
But they're not
Yeah.
carnivores.
Yeah,
Like,
they
I
are.
don't think-
Have you seen Hannibal?
Yeah, they eat anything. And I've also seen feral pigs, and they're just nasty creatures.
Oh yeah.
We got a problem out there. I've seen some crazy shit with these feral pigs. They're out there rooting, causing a problem, and they don't belong here. They belong in goddamn Scotland.
Oh.
Well, they've got a predator out there that keeps them in check. Here, there's nothing that kills these pigs, so they just breed to like 10,000, and like it's crazy.
Oh God.
Yeah, and they're nasty. They turn into warthogs.
Like.
Yeah, they're giant. They're like the size of this van.
Oh. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't need a wart or a hog. No thanks.
Well, they're wild boar. That's what they're called.
Wild
and it's
boar.
what pigs. Like a pig will revert to a wild boar within like a year. If it's like out in the wild, it'll start growing hair and tusks and like just get like crazy.
That's sick though. It's like they evolve like a Pokemon.
Well, yeah, we bred them to be like docile and pink.
To be cute, and why would we do that if we're gonna?
To eat them.
Yeah, I would rather it be ugly, gross, and then eat it delicious, yum. And then instead of cute, adorable, delicious,
you have
yum.
to raise it. You have to raise it to a size big enough to eat, and you don't want to have a crazy maniac that's trying to kill you every time you go in near it.
No, that's what we should eat. It's respectable.
Listen, you want piglet. You don't want Pumbaa.
No.
Because I've seen what Pumbaa can do to those. I've seen what Pumbaa did to those hyenas, and he'll do that to you every time you go and try to feed him.
Yeah.
Whereas Piglet's just happy to be fed.
Well, here in the States, they're just grinding up Timon and telling us it's Pumbaa. So.
Or grinding up meerkat.
Yeah.
What other animals?
I saw them at the zoo. They were in abundance. They looked worried.
Those are my main animals.
They looked worried.
I ate the cow, I ate the chicken, I ate the pig.
They shouldn't have been.
I'm thinking about cutting the pig out. I don't think we should eat pigs.
Oh, dude. Bacon? My man. Wow.
I just think that might be a little too smart.
I think they are smart. All things are smart. Squid is smart. Yum, yum, yum. Calamari. Yum, 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 yum.
Delicious. I love calamari. I'll never stop eating.
Bro, we talked about this before. If there were aliens in the ocean, I bet they'd be good. Rotisserie. I bet they'd be good.
I don't think it'd be aliens.
Problem. We could boil the ocean and then eat them.
Yeah, we thought about this already. We got a nice seafood boil pre-made.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pre-seasoned too. You ever had salt water?
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Salt water. Throw some, all the islands. We can just toss lemons and different fruits in there. Yeah, some star fruit, whatever the hell.
I don't want it to be acidic. I want it to be savory.
Well, it'll be savory. You throw some rosemary in there too.
We need some herbs in there. I need a nice herb egg.
Some herbs, throw some plants. Just hell, dude, throw some sand in there.
I think alien would be kind of similar to beef, and if that's the
I don't
case,
think so. I think it would be similar to. I think they'd be like all cartilage. They'd be like very.
Hear me out. You're assuming all aliens are the same.
No, I'm thinking of the ones in the ocean.
What do you mean the ones in the ocean?
This the ones in the ocean that have the balls coming out of the ocean. And they fly around and
they live here.
They fly to airports and they.
I'm talking about the gray aliens.
No, but they wouldn't live in the ocean. They live in space.
Gray aliens aren't aliens.
The gray aliens are in the ocean.
Gray aliens are just.
That's not an alien if it's from this planet.
We've all come to different conclusions for gray aliens.
Yeah, I think gray aliens are created by the real aliens. They're not actual aliens. They're just like little minions that.
I think they're made by the government.
Yeah, little minion dudes.
I think the government made a psyop in the 40s too.
You know the movie Minions? It's kind of like that. Minion theory. That's what I'm.
Minion theory, dude. Where were the minions during?
That's what I'm proposing here.
Where were the minions during the 1930s and 40s? Because if the minion theory is correct, they do follow the most evil person on the planet, and I happen to know who
Steve Carell. Yep.
It was Steve Carell.
Yeah, Steve Carell was the most evil person in the late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, I mean, he looks the part. Look at him.
Have you not seen the man?
Have you looked at him?
Have you seen the
He's
man?
Clams, what do
in-
you think a alien is? A gray one.
A gray one.
You
Well,
think it's you don't think-
alien, by definition, it has to be not from this world.
And what do you think
I
it
wanna
tastes
go-
like? Finish it up with what do you think it tastes like? And
Now,
the,
see, like,
and the
alright, so here's
consistency.
the
Is
problem
it
with that.
cartilagey?
If you're saying alien, that's just like too general of a statement.
Gray alien. I'm not just saying alien. I said gray.
Well, I would consider a
But
reptilian an alien,
why-
even if they're an earthling.
It's not a reptilian. It's not a
I would consider
Palladian.
any-
It's not.
Any earthling alien is also an alien.
It is a gray, slimy, stinky, poops through its skin alien.
Because I've seen Doctor Who, and they call reptilians aliens.
No, not reptilians. They probably don't smell that bad.
And
I heard that they smell
reptilians-
good, and they like to sunbathe.
Dude, they're my least favorite alien.
We discussed this last week when Clams left. Actually, that turtles were related to aliens.
Did we? We did not discuss that.
We did, because they have a
I
rib
must have left
cage.
too. I must have left too.
No, you didn't leave too. You looked up the pictures of the turtles.
he looked up what a turtle is.
You
I
ever
think
seen
Clams
a
was still
xenomorph?
here. Actually, I think we all were here.
Are you familiar with the xenomorph lore?
I'm familiar with Animorph, but not Xenomorph.
Okay.
Is that the same thing,
Alien.
but you turn into you're human that like shifts into alien?
Xenomorph is the alien from Aliens.
Yeah. But it's incubated. It's incubated inside of a human.
Yeah, I don't think that happens. I don't
Not
think
really
that's.
incubated. It's more cocooned inside of a human because the alien is already hatched by the time it goes inside of you.
How much of those movies have you watched there?
I watched Aliens, and Prometheus.
He's watching them all on
Okay.
YouTube Shorts, though.
Did
He's
you
watching them all
classic?
in
Yes,
1
I've
minute
seen the
increments.
classic. I've seen the classics, and then I watched Prometheus without knowing it was an alien movie until the very end, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is an alien movie!" And then I've
Okay,
seen
so-
Alien versus Predator.
Okay, well, if you'd seen like the movies after Prometheus, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Like, no, I need to see Romulus myself, Alien Romulus.
No, I have seen Romulus. I've seen Romulus. It's got the AI dude on the planet, and he's got like one arm and shit like that.
That might be one of the other ones I'm thinking of.
It's got
Prometheus
what's the
and
AI
Bob?
dude? What's the AI dude from Prometheus? Kevin?
Bob.
What's his name?
It's something like that.
It's a simple ass name, but anyway,
Bob.
He crash landed with that lady after they took off inside of
Alien
Prometheus.
Covenant is the one I'm thinking of.
Ooh,
I haven't seen Covenant.
that's the one where the Pope comes in and blesses everyone.
Basically, yeah.
Pasta Bella? What was his name? Pasta Bella? Pope Pasta Bella?
Oh, Pasabala. Yeah,
No,
he's,
Pizza Bella.
Pope Leo.
Pizza Bella.
he didn't
Pizza
win.
Bella and
He
Pasta
didn't
Bella.
win.
Pope Pasta Bella would have been the shit.
Yeah, it would have. Because it would have been pasta, bello mushroom, delicious combination.
Pasta Bella Peppa.
You know.
Dude.
But no, we got stuck with CM Pope.
CM Pope, that's good. He should come out in some in the Chicago flag trunks.
Yeah, look in my eyes. What do you see?
The Holy
Cult of
Trinity.
personality.
It is actually a cult.
Me saying shh to a 12-year-old boy, don't tell nobody. That's what they're saying.
No, I think this is a good Pope. He's an American man. Doesn't say much. It's not- I just realized I sound stupid. saying
Oh
that.
no, this
David's
one's
the name of
this
the
one's
robot.
good.
I didn't mean to say American. I meant to say he's from Chicago. He's a Chicago-born man. He loves the Bears.
I love electing America's pedophile.
He hates the head honcho, though. It's the head one.
The head one. God, dude, that's horrible.
Well, it could have been Pizza Bella. That was
Yeah,
my guy.
I'm glad he swerved dodged it, dude. Honestly, like now he's gonna have a great career in podcasting. I'm waiting for the Pizza Balla podcast.
I'm still saying his name wrong. I keep saying Pizza Bella.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
somehow might be racist to Italians.
could be.
Probably stop mispronouncing that dude's name.
Yeah. Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Pizza Bella.
Yeah.
Triplets now.
Dude, Pizza Hut Buffet Bella.
Ah. Yeah.
My point is, does anyone care about spoilers for Alien Covenant?
No.
No, I just care about the deep.
I just care about aliens, dude. And I still
You
don't know
kind of
what you
see
think it tastes like.
because all right, if you don't know, Prometheus and Alien Covenant are prequels to the original
Yeah.
Alien films.
I've
I
only
gathered.
seen the original Alien.
So in Covenant, it sets up
Only seen the
how
original
the
one?
current
Fuck.
xenomorphs were developed.
Yeah, no, they were developed by the Prometheans, and then they were released on an Earth planet, and then humans became the perfect vessel for xenomorphs, and only true xenomorphs can come from humans. Anything other than a human is not a xenomorph. It's like a xeno something else. It's like a lesser.
Zenon girl of the 21st century.
Xenomorph aliens are revered as gods because they're trying to become deacon, which is a god that looks like a xenomorph. It's crazy.
I mean,
Is this right?
Because
I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen the
they
deacon.
I don't remember
I watched
exactly if
Romulus. I think most of it is Romulus.
I don't remember if
It's a
what
rom-com.
So I'm pretty sure they did develop the initial alien thing in the first place. However, to where it gets to the point of the alien movies, the further development of that was done by David.
The AI guy.
Because he kept, if you watched Covenant, they come and they find him, and he's got like a whole like. It looks like an alchemist workshop because it's got like drawings of like dissected aliens and this, that, and the other.
Maybe I have seen Covenant. He's in like a hut, right? Like a.
I don't know if it's a hut, but I think it's more like a cave.
Pizza.
Something like that.
Ball of the Hut.
I might have seen Covenant. I might have seen all of them, to be honest. It's just like I don't know why I know all that lore. I might have seen them all.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever dug that deep. I've seen the first one with the warden from Holes, and
Sigourney Weaver.
Yes.
Oh wait.
She's a badass.
Hell yeah, dude! It's like the same character from Holes.
You know, she becomes the alien queen. I have seen all of these movies. She becomes the alien queen. The xenomorph queen. She can like telepathically communicate with them and tell them to chill out a little bit.
They said, "Lower the drawbridge.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to see the queen. Queen Xenomorph."
I might be making that up, actually. I don't know if Sigourney Weaver becomes the queen alien.
She has a daughter who becomes a Zenon girl of the 21st century. Everybody knows that.
Did you know that show is the first show with Keith Urban?
Who? What? Keith Urban?
Carl Urban?
Carl Urban? Who is that?
That's the guy from The Boys.
Yeah, dude, he's in Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
Carl Urban is his name?
In the Two Towers.
I haven't seen the Two Towers yet, guys. It's been over a year since I've watched the first one.
Hold on. Is it Carl Urban?
But I remember it well. I could never forget.
It is Carl Urban. I knew what I was talking about.
Really? Carl Urban? I thought you were just making up a name like you normally do. Wait, so he was in Zenon? Girl of the 21st century?
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'll show you. It's this guy. Here he is, probably around the time you
Okay.
Then here he is, Faramir.
Okay, yeah, I recognize him from the show now, yeah. He was younger, even younger than those pictures.
Oh yeah, and he was in Thor.
Okay.
And now he's in the Boys.
Thor?
Oh, wow. Okay, this guy, Carl Urban.
Shit,
Carl
there
Urban.
he is, all cleaned up. He looks completely different. He looks like Ron Swatson's son cleaned up.
Yeah, look at that. It looks nice.
Yeah,
Character actor.
His best look is head tattoos, goatee.
Yeah, I don't really remember him from the show. Was he like the main guy? Oh, that's Xena Warrior Princess, dude.
What was I? That's what you said.
I
That's
said
what we said.
I said Xenon, girl of the 21st century.
Oh my God, is that not the same show?
No.
Yeah, it is. It's the
It
same
might-
exact thing.
It might as well be the same show.
No.
It's exactly the same.
Xena Warrior Princess is not even like space related.
Don't listen to him, Dirt. He's lying to you.
Xenon
Yeah,
is a Disney Channel show.
Oh, that's
Movie.
why I didn't know what you're talking about.
That's why I was like, maybe he was on there, but he just looks like a random, handsome Disney Channel dude that maybe would have been on there as a kid or something.
Okay,
I didn't recognize him that well, but yeah, no, it was a Disney Channel show. I didn't necessarily want to watch it, but it became a guilty pleasure once I was kind of forced to. I had an older cousin, and she wanted to put that on the television, and I got caught up in it, and I kind of had a little crush on the Zenon girl.
Okay, I also had cousins that watched Disney Channel.
It's Hillary Duff.
It's not Hillary Duff.
It's Hillary Duff.
It's
Raven
not.
Simone. It's Raven
It's
Simone.
Hillary Duff.
It's not Raven Simone.
It's Hillary Duff.
She's literally Xena.
I did have a crush on Hillary Duff, but it's not Hillary Duff. Lizzie McGuire was good too, but that wasn't.
You know who else had a crush?
It
on
was.
Hillary
She
Duff?
wasn't Xena.
Eminem wrote that Slinky song about Hillary Duff.
Dude, that's like from like 2010. That song.
Hillary Duff.
Older than that. You know the one where he's like, "Don't want you move it."
The D12 song.
Makes my Slinky go doing doing doing.
So he wrote that about her when she was like 13.
Yeah, I don't think he knew that then.
No, I think he
No,
knew
she
that.
was-
You know that if you're
No,
rapping about somebody on Disney Channel.
I was just making a joke. No, she was definitely like out of Disney Channel by the time he wrote that song. She was like in.
I like how you
what
called
was
it that Slinky song.
Because it's got a slinky in it.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. You just didn't hear it.
That's
I know the
Zenon.
I know the lyrics. Where is she? Xenon? I kind of forget. I remember she had like.
Hold on, I got
She looks like Hillary Duff though, maybe.
It's
wasn't
Hillary
sharing my screen.
I had a type. I guess it's not her. It's not Hillary Duff.
That's Hillary.
No, that's Raven Simone. She was in it. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, this girl on the blonde girl. Yeah, there she is.
I do
Yeah.
remember seeing commercials for this.
Yeah, dude.
I remember seeing commercials for this and being like, "That's fucking, what's a word that's appropriate? Dumb."
That's stupid.
Would you say that's gay, bro?
Yeah, when I was a child, I said that.
This show's for girls. That's gay.
Okay.
So I was gonna say that was for girls, but
Dude, I used to think that dude with the spiked hair was a cool guy, man. Dude, this is more. Okay, so I didn't see like the first
even gonna
season, I
lie.
don't think, but if you go down
This is a-
here, yeah,
This
that's
is
a.
a really cool guy. He's
I
got
know.
a Cuban. He's got a Cuban necklace. He's got Liberty spikes.
Tips,
What are
yeah.
These are what are these? They're not Liberty.
Got
tips.
frosted tips.
We used to call them tips, yeah.
Frosted tips. He's got a zoot suit on. A Michael Jackson cut zoot suit. Are they from the future?
Yeah, see, like that's like the one I watched
Yes,
right
by
there.
the way.
That's the one I
I would
watched
do
right there. Yeah,
Do my hair like this right
he
now.
was
Do you remember?
cool. Dude, honestly, they both were cool. I was like, I got a crush on both of them. They were both cool.
Look, she has a picture of him on her wall.
Raven did not continue throughout the series. See, I don't even remember Raven being in it, but I guess she was just like in the first one.
Oh, this is a TV show?
It was a movie, but it got multiple sequels, and I think I just watched the sequels. I didn't watch the first one.
I only ever seen the
This
first
come out in
one.
the 90s? Because this is the girl of the 21st century. And
Yeah.
That's this century we're in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So this must have been like a 1999 movie or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything was like, millennial.
Yeah, there it is. Zenon the sequel.
The sequel.
I love Zequel. Helps me get sleep.
So she's like Star-Lord? She could just breathe out in space?
Oh yeah, man. I don't
mean
really
you
remember
can?
what it was about, to be completely honest. Oh, we froze. Son of a bitch. First
were
one
frozen
today.
today.
No, you didn't freeze. I closed the stream.
Oh,
You did
really?
close
Yeah.
Well, that's what's
So
freezing.
is
I did
I'm
freeze, though.
familiar.
I'm
That's why
frozen.
we're
familiar with
frozen today.
Phil of the Future.
Oh, no. Phil of the Future.
Phil.
Now, was
Phil
that a
future?
cartoon?
No, that was a live action.
I remember it being. Yeah, it was live action.
I remember it being. Yeah, it definitely was.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Didn't
God,
he
dude,
do something? Didn't Phil do
Holy
something? What did Phil do?
shit. I see these. I want to punch every single one of these people in this picture.
I don't see the picture because I'm frozen, but.
Oh my God. Well, I'm starting a new stream. I stopped that stream. This is a new stream.
Oh, no. You should have kept it on this one.
This is a terrible.
That's a family photo. That's what it looked like.
I don't like this kid. What's going on over here?
I think he's problematic. Filbert of the Future.
Yeah.
Probably is.
I don't know what he did, but he did something,
Look at
and
Look at that face. That's a problematic face.
I'm not a
This
fan.
family, I feel like this family causes trouble on their cul-de-sac. They're
They,
always causing mishaps, and then they wave it off with a smile and a chuckle, and then they're like, "Oh, that's just us."
I knew you were in trouble when you walked in.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's got a device, and he's from the future.
My
We're good. Holy shit! It's Orlando Brown.
Yep.
Beans.
Orlando Brown.
Beans.
Dude, what happened?
Beans.
I'm still like
Beans,
frozen over here. It should be unfrozen by now. Good lord. Well, that is the first one. We've been going a while without it.
Yeah, we don't need to stream this anymore. I'm just looking at pictures of Orlando Brown at this point.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
My God, computer on for there he goes. All I had to do was yell at it.
What's on the docket today?
Oh, I know something that's on there. Something that's fresh in my mind. It's Carrot Top on Kill Tony.
Oh, that's on here.
I haven't watched a Kill Tony in a while, and I saw that Carrot Top was a guest. I said, "You're gonna make me click this, of course. You know, I'm not gonna let my boy Carrot down." I left a comment, said, "Here for Carrot Top," and then I scrolled the comments to see if I was the only one that said that, and I was not. Many people were there for Carrot, and many people, to my surprise, were praising the shit out of Carrot Top. It was nothing but like, holy shit, Carrot Top is funny. Like, people were shocked that Carrot Top's hilarious and that he's got dark jokes and shit like that he can dark props.
I feel like that roast he went on did a whole bunch of bad press for him because he did like prop jokes and then they made fun of him, like because it's a roast.
Yeah, they made fun of his appearance. Yeah.
Well, they also made fun of the way he made jokes because they were like prop jokes are the worst kind of jokes, and like I feel like it just didn't make him look good at all.
Well, they didn't really do comedy towards him. They kind of just shit on him. They didn't really throw any jokes his way. They just threw insults, and it's an insult comedy. There has to be a comedy behind it, and when you're just throwing insults, it's not very funny. But he was hilarious, dude. I watched this episode. I finished it right before we went on the air here, and I thought it was very funny. I thought Carrot was definitely guest of the year material over there, and they even said it. They were like, "Damn, dude, Carrot is guest of the year at this point." Dude, he had Tony cracking up with his like dumb puns and you know, classic.
Did he bring out a bag of props?
Dude, he brought a trunk. He brought a trunk, and he's the first Kill Tony guest to not use the microphones that they provide. He had his own like Britney Spears mic on his.
That's a prop.
Hell yeah,
dude. That's a prop. He knows what he's doing. He's a professional. He's in a crowd full of amateurs. He's on a stage full of amateurs, and he's an actual professional.
Yeah, and and he was actually funny. He actually roasted everybody better than anybody.
They might be the first comedian they've ever brought on Kill Tony.
No, Harlan's been on there. He's very funny when he goes
Harlan's
on.
been on there.
Yeah.
Harlan's funny.
They
I'm
had
trying to
one
think
with
of
David Spade too. That was pretty funny.
comedians, not just like podcast guys that do stand up.
Yeah. Well, David Spade's a real comedian. He still tours and does stuff all the time.
I don't really like David Spade though.
Oh, he's very funny.
He is a real comedian. The only movie I like him in is Joe Dirt.
Yeah, I mean, he's great for Joe Dirt.
I don't like him in Tommy Boy.
Well, his acting career is what it is, but as a stand-up, he's actually very, very funny, and I enjoy.
I've never seen it stand up.
Yeah, watch a David Spade HBO special. It's a little bit different than what you expect.
They had a real comedian up there. Have they had Larry the Cable Guy on Kill Tony?
No, they haven't. I mean, they're on their way. They just had Carrot.
They've had Ron White. Ron Wright's one of the funniest people on stand-up.
Oh yeah, they have him all the time. He lives and breathes Austin, Texas, though.
I've never seen his modern stuff. I just know he's been on the show, and I know he's daggone funny. He's the funniest one on that Jeff Foxworthy tour.
Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Yeah, where they were trying to rip off Red Fox.
Dirt.
And fucking Richard Pryor.
Oh no. They're saying the wrong comedians that are. It's you're thinking of the original Kings of Comedy. Is that what you're thinking of?
That's literally what I was thinking of. What were you thinking of?
That's what I'm thinking of too, but they're not in the original Kings of Comedy.
Oh no, it's probably like Steve Harvey and Bernie Mac.
Yep. It's Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, D.L. Hughley, and Cedric the Entertainer.
I knew that. Why did I think Red Fox was in that?
You named two other black dudes that were in it.
I want to. Richard Pryor was definitely in that tour.
No, he wasn't. Bernie Mac. I watched that VHS out, dude. I literally would swap the original Kings of Comedy and Uncle Buck out of my television the time.
Yeah, anytime Bernie Mac came on Comedy Central, I was like, I gotta record this.
And I'm not lying to you. I would literally watch the opening, which was Steve Harvey. I thought his was funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then I would fast forward through Cedric and D.L. Hughley.
Why would you fast forward through Cedric?
Yes, dude, boring, bro. He sucks. He just sweats. And then I just fast forward all the way to Bernie Mac to where the funniness is. And then Bernie Mac comes out, and I was instantly like, oh my God, I'm going to watch Bernie Mac make fun of this 13-year-old gay kid. It's going to be hilarious.
Bernie Mac kills him.
And it was. It was very funny. Rest in peace, Bern.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
But congratulations to Carrot, finally proving to the online rabid Kill Tony audience that he is the true GOAT comedian. Kill Tony called him Kill Tony. Tony Hinchcliffe introduced him as one of the greatest comedians of all time, and I said that's actually the best thing that Tony, goddamn it again, Tony Hinchcliffe has ever done. Is properly introduced Carrot.
I don't think Tony's audience is old enough to know who Carrot Top was.
That's one of the things that Carrot was doing that was cracking me up, dude. Was he was like and telling stories about like Regis Philbin and shit.
And fucking Rosie O'Donnell and fucking
He's like, he even said like your audience doesn't know Regis and Kathy Lee, but
Geraldo.
Yeah. But I went on there and I put a mousetrap in Regis's underwear and it bit him on the penis and
Did that?
No.
Dude, Regis can take a
I don't want to give away Carrot's stories. I don't want to do his bits because they're strictly Carrot bits and they are copyright.
I'm trying to think of more 90s people.
More 90s people?
For a Carrot Top story bit.
Dude, there's a few movies on this isn't on our docket, but I thought about it. There's a few movies on Tubi that I saw that I was like, what the fuck? These people are in a movie together? I did not know this. And they're...
Wait, you're watching movies on Tubi?
I know. I don't want... Well, every now and then I'll scroll so I can see if there's...
Aren't Tubi movies vertical?
No. What?
No.
You thinking of Quibi?
I thought that was... Oh, I'm thinking of Quibi.
Dirt, that was like 3 years ago. Quibi has been gone for quite a while.
So I was flabbergasted that you were watching movies on Quibi.
No, there's Tubi, there's Pluto, they're all the same.
I thought Tubi. I I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you can find these on Pluto as well. I'm pretty sure it's the same
There's also
server
Toblerone.
offering
I
the
don't
same
mess
movies.
around. I don't mess around with those streaming services. I just do the main 3.
Dude, they're pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I go through there and I'll watch a movie on there every now and then, for sure. Especially if
On
it's
the
one I
tube?
like. Yeah, on the Tubester.
I'll watch a movie.
They probably got some good stuff. But I
Dude,
feel
but
like
there's a
90% of
movie.
it
There's a
is
movie
saturated.
here. Listen to this. So me and Lori were talking about how Chris Farley was the original voice of Shrek or whatever, and as we were talking about it, I was scrolling the tubes, and there's a movie with Chris Farley and Matthew Perry, and it's like. Or wait,
Matthew
no,
Perry-
hold on, not Chris Farley. It's maybe John Candy. I think it might be John Candy and Matthew Perry.
That makes
And-
more sense than Chris Farley.
Yeah, it does. I may be wrong though. I forget
Chris
now.
Farley was in like 2 movies, and everybody knows what movies those
Hold
are.
on, wait. I have a picture of it on my phone because I stopped. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was like in bed, laying there in bed, just scrolling, and I was like, I need this for the assembly. And I was half asleep. Oh, here it is. Okay, no, it is Chris Farley.
What?
It's Chris Farley and Matthew Perry, Eugene Levy, and Kevin Dunn in Almost Heroes. That's the name of the movie. It's called Almost Heroes from 1998. I've never heard of it before. And I was like, I can't believe this exists. I've never heard of this.
This honestly looks right up my alley. Is it?
It looks
any good?
funny.
Is it
Well,
funny?
it's
though?
also
I watched
like
the
a-
trailer. Yeah.
As we're gonna find out later in the episode, it's a western, and I love that type of shit.
Oh yeah, it is a western.
Is it a spaghetti western?
No, it's
Spaghetti.
a comedy western.
Ma spaghetti.
It looks
only
like
care
it.
about spaghetti
It looks like it's a much better version of Blazing Saddles, which is not a funny movie. Doesn't stand up.
But yeah, I thought this was interesting. I just I'd never heard of it before, and wow.
What's it
Not yet.
about? What's it about? Because I'd probably never be able to find this.
It takes place in 1904. A habitually drunk tracker and his foppish blowhard pal lead a crew of misfits on a race to beat Lewis and Clark to the Pacific Ocean.
1904, Lewis and Clark.
1804.
Okay, there we go. They're racing Lewis and Clark.
To the
Damn.
Pacific Ocean. Yeah.
So it's kind of like Rat
Pacific
Race. Is it kind of like Rat Race where they're like goofy racing each other?
Yeah, but they're in the 1804.
That's my favorite.
That's
thing
my
I've ever
favorite.
heard.
Yeah, that's my favorite time.
Here.
I was gonna say that, but that's not my favorite time. I lied.
Well, speaking of movies, I don't think anybody besides you, Dirt, probably put together an actual top 5 movies.
That's pretty sad.
I have. Well, I mean, I know my top 5 movies, so I don't even need. It's pretty easy. Like top 5, I've thought about this before, long and hard before. So
Throw out some honorable mentions and then your top 5.
Honorable mention. Okay, Donnie
Yeah,
Darko
you know,
is an honorable mention because I wanted to put it in there. Like I always think about getting it in there, but it doesn't quite make the cut. It's probably 6 or 7, right there. You know.
It's like right there though.
Yeah.
It's a little too dark for the top 5.
No. Well, yeah. My top 5 does consist of mainly funny.
Oh,
It
that's
does.
different than mine. What do we got here?
It does. Because I was like, man, when I think about like popping in a movie and wanting to watch a movie, this is my go-to. This is like. But what's funny is that my number 1 movie is not very funny, but it has a funny man in it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like
But the rest are pretty funny.
all of my movies. I didn't put a funny movie in here at all.
Oh
no, there's one comedy in here, and it's fucking Scream.
Mm.
But that's in my honorable mentions.
That's kind of a comedy.
It is a comedy. It's funny. The whole thing, it's like a satire.
Yeah. So that's one of your honorable mentions. It's not in your.
No, it's not my top 5.
I already know one
It's
of yours
probably-
for sure. I probably could pinpoint down yours pretty easily. I think maybe.
I think you could name one, and that's probably it.
Tombstone's in there.
Tombstone's in there.
Yeah.
That's a top 5 movie for everybody, though.
And it's not in my top 5, but it's.
Because you've never seen it, but once you see it, you're like, oh, Wyatt Earp's the shit. No, actually, Doc Holliday's the shit.
Well, do you want me to go first? I mean, I'd go with number 5.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't put mine in any order. I just listed 5.
Yeah, I mean, mine's not in really any order. Well, I mean, mine kind of is in an order because my number 1 favorite movie of all time does matter. It's my number 1. It gets the award for my favorite movie.
Let me get on a stinky soundboard.
You know? But number 5 is pretty easy. It's the first Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Damn, that's an honorable mention.
It is the first one. Let alone the opening scene of this movie. It deserves a top 5 spot just for the opening scene with him with the box, pretending to be a UPS man, and all the hilarity that ensues with him trying to deliver this box. Top 5 movie. I love it. A lot of the jokes kind of are iffy today, I guess, with the whole Ray Finkel, Lois Einhorn storyline. But,
oh yeah, I forgot about all that.
But it, regardless, I don't care, and I know it's all in good fun in this movie. I was actually just thinking about when he like walks around earlier today at work. Someone said about getting punched in the face by someone with a bare knuckle or brass knuckles. And I was like, well, maybe a good thing it's not a championship ring, like in Ace Ventura when he walks around, he has to get find out who's got a missing diamond in their ring.
Safety fun fact: if you want to punch somebody with brass knuckles, you put them over your knuckles, and then you don't punch. You throw them like they're a baseball. Otherwise, you'll break your hand.
Oh.
Yeah, you throw it like it's a bait. You basically sissy punch with it. Like, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Limp wrist it. Because otherwise, you'll break your whole hand. You'll break all of this right here, and you'll break all this up here. It's all done.
Oh, no. That's not good. I didn't know that. Clams, you doing all right? What is he looking at over there?
He's making a list. He's checking it twice.
Oh, Clams, you got a list?
Yeah, he put Santa Claus at the top of his list.
I knew it.
Tim Allen, Santa Claus.
Santa Claus 3, the one with Martin Short. He likes that one.
Oh my God! Yeah, he plays Jack Frost.
Now, so just fair warning. It's gonna be. There's a lot of Jim Carrey that comes up in mine. Yeah.
Jim's your man. Jim's your man.
And a lot of just comedians that are in movies. I found out. You know, as I was like skimming through here, and I was just because I've literally like ranked all my movies on IMDb, and I look at all the movies I've watched before many times. And
you're like, I love Paul Rudd and Brother-in-Law.
What? I don't even know what that movie is. Brother-in-law's Pauly Shore.
Oh, what am I thinking of? Paul Rudd, where he's like the stepbrother or some shit.
I should put my honorable mention is gonna be Biodome.
Oh,
Biodome?
shit. That's a great movie though.
I don't think I've ever heard
Pauly
of that.
Shore.
Yeah.
What?
Oh! I know what you're talking
That's a
about.
great
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Yeah, it's on Tubi, just so you know,
yeah.
for free. You can watch it right now for free.
Dude, me and my mom used to watch Pauly Shore movies before my brothers were born.
Damn, for real?
Yeah, dude, that's one of my earliest memories is watching fucking
Son-in-law?
Son-in-Law. Yeah.
I love Son-in-law, dude.
Mhm.
Son-in-law's good. Okay, so my number 4 movie is a movie called Frank.
What is this? Hold on, I gotta look this up. When did it come out?
It's a movie called Frank. It came out in like 2014, 2013, something like that.
Oh, I thought you were about to say like 1920 or some shit like that.
No, it's got Michael Fassbender as a guy who wears a paper mache head all the time, and he's in a band.
This is definitely not a movie I'm watching.
Oh no, it's a really good movie, dude. I'm telling you.
I've heard of this.
He's in a band,
I don't
and the music in the movie is really good. The band is really good. They're called the Personifurbs, and you can't spell it. It's insane. But it's a really good movie, and it's got Maggie Gyllenhaal in it. Her boobs are in it.
Damn, you love the Gyllenhaals.
God, if it's not Jim, it's Jake and Maggie for sure. I'm an advocate for them all the way. I don't think the rumors are true. I think Jake Gyllenhaal smells good. I think they both smell good, and
Yeah.
they are great
They smell
actors. Yeah,
Smell
number
fine.
4, Frank. It's a great movie. Check it out. If you like indie rock and
Wait, I know this guy.
like expedition type movies, like going on a retreat type movie, having a mental expedition.
This movie would have been crazy if I saw it in 2014, I think.
And Michael Fassbender, you maybe see him without the paper mache head for like 12 seconds.
Dude, Michael Fassbender's also Magneto.
But he's the singer in this band, and he does like really well, I think. I don't know. The band is good. I like the band. I like the music. They released a soundtrack for it. I didn't like the soundtrack because they like did it in a studio instead of using the songs from the movie that they, I guess. I don't know. The songs in the movie sound good, better than the ones they recorded in the studio for the album.
Well, probably because the ones in the movie weren't full versions of the songs.
Well, the not full version is way better. It's more raw. It is. It's more raw, and it sounds like they're really playing it too. Like in the movie, it sounds like they're, which they probably are. Michael Fassbender, he's a deep character actor. He gets into character. I'll go ahead and skip right to number 3 because I know it's getting late. I'll skip right to number 3 here. Holes.
Holes is in my honorable mention.
It's a great book, great movie, all around great story. I mentioned it earlier at the mention of Alien with the warden being Alien Queen in that film. She is the queen of all the holes in this one.
The Lizard Queen.
Yep, this yellow-spotted lizard queen. I love this movie. I can watch this movie and crack up and get into it every time. And it is the only Disney film on my list. Yep.
Me too.
Yep.
No, that's not true. I have a couple Disney movies on my list.
Yes. Now, I was just like...
They aren't at the same time.
Now, I have a lot of movies that I like. I just want to remind people of that. Because my next two movies star the guy.
Honorable mentions.
Well,
I had some honorable mentions for your top 2.
Okay.
I have like 8 honorable mentions listed.
Well, yeah. Okay. Fine. Some honorable mentions that I have. Good Burger. The first one. I love that movie. It's so good. I can watch it now and still have a good time. No Country for Old Men. There's one that's not a comedy.
Yeah.
No Country for Old Men. Yeah, of course. It's classic. You don't get much better than.
It's got
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what his name was. He's a good actor though. He has a cool voice, I think. He has cool voice.
Yeah, another one, The Truman
I'll
Show.
save my list next week.
Okay,
we'll
get Clams' top 5 next week. Clams, if you got a dip,
I've got my list, but it's just late.
Oh yeah,
I see.
Yeah, and I'm kind of breaking them all down. I didn't think that I would do it. I don't know. That's fine. It was hard for me to decide who I was going to put at 2 and 1.
What do you got?
So my last honorable mention I'll say is Truman Show with Jim Carrey.
Oh, I hate that movie.
I love it. Absolutely love the Truman Show. It's a great film.
Movie.
I can catch up in it anytime it's on. But number 2, Uncle Buck. It's the best.
Oh shit!
I love Uncle Buck. I just watched it recently. It was on IFC. Watched all the whole movie. Great movie. My favorite line from it is from Bug, the boyfriend, when he says, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, asshole. I'm sorry."
I would put
I love them.
trains, planes, and automobiles above Uncle Buck.
Not me. Not me. Uncle Buck's the man, dude. He smokes cigars. He's cool. He's the man. Okay? The guy in planes, trains, and automobiles is a fucking dork, and he's gross.
That's why he's funny.
I know, I get it, but Uncle Buck's cool, man. I wanted to be Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck's cool. My number one favorite movie of all time, though, I've said it before on the show, it's Man on the Moon. It's Man on the Moon. Jim Carrey as Andy Kaufman. I love it. A lot of people don't like it. They think Jim Carrey's a pretentious asshole because he got into his character so hard. I think it makes it even better.
Well, I think he was possessed by the ghost. The Force ghost of Andy Kaufman flew into Jim Carrey every time he was on set.
That documentary that came out a few years ago, it's the movie that keeps on giving here. That just keeps, giving me more content. Dude, when I first saw this movie, I was like 12 or 13. I did not know who Andy Kaufman was. I thought this was an original film. I thought this was like just a story someone wrote. Turns out it was like a biography. I didn't have a way of like Googling it.
That's true.
I had to like get on the internet. My grandma was on the phone, so I could not.
Like Grandma,
get off the phone.
Grandma, get off the phone. I gotta Google where this movie comes from.
I ain't going live.
Google and figure out who Andy Kaufman is. She's like, I know Andy Kaufman.
I know Andy Kaufman. He's a psychopath.
He's a son of a bitch, and you're not Googling him. You're not putting it on my computer.
All right, let's say goodnight to Clams. He'll have to wait for the reveal of Dirt's top 5.
Hold on.
Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, fellas, it's time for me to hit the
Good night,
head.
Clams. Have a good sleep, dude. Dream of lemon meringue pie and I don't know, something else you like.
I'm gonna say, go ahead and hit that snooze alarm.
I would love to, but that doesn't work for me.
Kiss
that
the picture of Bilbo Baggins beside your bed.
Go ahead and hit that 15-minute delay.
Yeah.
That doesn't work for me. My alarm would have to go off at least an hour, and then I'd be like, okay, cool, I can sleep another hour.
Oh yeah.
Just make your alarm the sound that Bilbo makes when he jump scares in the movie.
I'll make my
That'll
alarm
wake you
the sound of snores.
Maybe. You seen
Just goes
Bilbo?
Yeah,
off.
I remember
All
the
right,
first
anyway.
movie. All right, Clams.
I'm
good
going to
night.
bed now.
You gotta watch the second and third one. They're goddamn actually the best trilogy ever made.
Yeah, dude. I will.
They stand.
I will.
Dude,
I'm doing this. Dirt, I'm doing
they're
it the
both.
realistic way, like how it happened for everybody else. Everybody else saw the movie, and then they had to wait a year and a half and see the second one. That's what I'm doing.
We did have to wait a year. You know they filmed them all at the same time.
Yeah, it was like they filmed them for like 6 years.
Yeah. It took forever. It took forever. I remember going to
Elijah Wood was in 3rd grade when I started the movie.
Yeah, by the time he was done, he was 50 years old. Can you believe that? He was the same age as Ewan McKellen.
What's this top 5, Dirt? What's the Dirt top 5? The Dirt
Oh,
top 5
shit.
films.
Well, let me throw out some honorable mentions. Honorable mention 1. Let's go with. Well, I just threw this one on here. Let's go with Austin Powers. It's a good honorable mention.
Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh. Dead air. Let's see. What can we talk about? Dead air. Dead air. What are we gonna do about this dead air? I can't even share I can't share the screen. What are we gonna do about this?
Yeah,
dead air?
baby, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Honorable mention. Let's go with Austin Powers, and then maybe El Mariachi.
I don't know that one.
Do you know Spy Kids?
Okay, I do know it now. I remember you telling me about it. I haven't seen it.
You gotta watch El Mariachi. You gotta watch
And I have seen Tombstone.
Desperado.
I have seen Tombstone. But I have,
It's a boring movie, but it's good. I like it.
Desperado.
Oh yeah, Desperado's the sequel to El Mariachi. And then the last one, I think the last one, I don't think I've seen it, but it was Once Upon a Time in Mexico is the last one.
Oh, that and then the trilogy.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Once Upon a Time bullshit, so I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
Because there's also like Quentin Tarantino made a few Once
Is
Upon
that
a
the one where
Times.
Brad Pitt's in it and he's supposed to be Mexican?
No, that's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's what I was saying. There's a lot of Once Upon a Time places. I don't know what that's all about. Let's do one more honorable mention. I'm gonna say Resident Evil 1. That's a good movie.
What? Never seen that either. I never will, I assume.
Oh my god, you should have watched that in 2005 when it came out. That was amazing.
I don't think I was. I'm not too big into that. I don't think Residents or Evil. I'm not really into those.
You weren't 12 when that movie came out. That's the problem.
No, I was like 14.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, I played Resident Evil 4 for GameCube. I didn't care for it.
I'm trying to decide what my top 5 actually is. All right, let's go with number 5. Let's say Kill Bill. Kill Bill
1?
Well, the two movies. Quentin says the two movies altogether are one movie.
Oh, look at that. Dirt finding a loophole. First movie in.
I panicked and picked Kill Bill.
Panicked and picked 2 films?
All right. Well, Kill Bill Part 1 and 2. That's 2 movies.
No, it counts. It'd be like the double VHS back in the day.
Yeah. It's like Titanic.
Yeah. That's what everybody thinks when they think of the double VHS. That's funny.
The biggest one we had at our house.
I had Star Wars one at my house that was big.
Oh my god, you had a Star Wars VHS? We had to wait till it had to come on the movie.
I still have it. And it looks like it's black and it looks like Darth Vader's mask. And its VHS is in there, and they're probably moldy. Let's be real.
Yeah, they're probably moldy. You probably gotta get them restored. Alright. Number 4, I'm gonna say Dune, Part 1 and 2.
Oh no, Clam should have been here. I don't know anything about the sand movie.
That is the greatest movie to come out in this century, this decade. No, probably not this century because there's a lot of movies that came out in the 2000s. But definitely this decade, the 2020s, Dune is the best movie.
I'm going to have to watch it. I'll probably watch it just like I did Lord of the Rings.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah.
Do you like Dune?
Yeah, I think Dune entices me more than Lord of the Rings does.
Okay, Lord of the Rings is boring. That's the problem with it, is it's very boring. But it's...
Is it?
It's got a lot going on, but if you don't really get into it, it's going to be extremely boring. Like, you got to get into it, and it's...
Yeah, I got to get in that world, you know. I got to play a couple rounds of mining and RuneScape to really...
You got to get a favorite character. You got to lock in with, like, Boromir and Faramir. Those are my boys. They both end up freaking... What did I say? That was number 4, was Dune. I'm going to say number 3 is the one, the only Tombstone with Val Kilmer.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. He played tuberculosis riddled Doc Holliday, who was was insane. He was a psychopath. And then he also played Batman like a year later.
Wow. What a feat.
Yeah, and I love both of those movies. I like him in Damn, dude, I should have put that Batman up here.
I should have just put Val Kilmer movies up here, man.
Yeah. No,
it's a tribute.
His was the one with the Penguin, right? And Two-Face, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's my favorite one out of those 3.
Yeah, I think. I like that one too. I think I like that one more now as an adult than I did as a kid. That scared me as a kid, but as an adult, I like it more.
Yeah, the Penguin terrified me as a kid. I didn't even know that was Danny DeVito.
Bro, I didn't like Danny DeVito in anything I saw as a kid. I would see him anywhere, and I'd be like, ah!
Matilda, he was an evil man in Matilda.
Oh, scary. Scary and everything. And Taxi? No, I'm just...
Well, I don't think I've ever seen Taxi. That's the one with Queen Latifah? And
No, god damn it! Don't
damn
pull
it,
a Nate here.
what's his name? He's a Seth Meyers.
No, don't pull a Nate. Taxi's a television show before it was a movie.
I know what it is. Yeah, he played the dispatcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me throw out some honorable mentions. I got Django. That's an honorable mention. That's
Great
one
film.
of Quentin Tarantino's best movies. It's probably his second best movie. I put it right under Kill Bill. I'd put Kill Bill,
Yeah, I
Django.
like that one. I'll watch that one anytime it's on, for sure.
Great movies. Great movie. And they're both pretty much the same story. It's just revenge movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what Quentin does best. He does like those like violent revenge movies, but it's not just like violence for the sake of violence. It's got stuff going on and substance. Another honorable mention. Let's go. This is a good one. Mad Max.
Never seen it.
You never seen the original Mad Max?
No.
Are you into like indie movies?
Yeah, I like indie movies. I liked Donnie
Like
Darko.
low budget? Okay, so the original Mad Max might have been made with like 12 grand.
Yeah.
It's filmed with like 2 cameras.
Yeah, I don't think you need a lot of money
You
to
should
make a
watch
good
the
movie.
original. You would like the original Mad Max, I think. I think that's like a weird. It's really weird. And then you can watch like the first 3 movies. Actually, all of the Mad Max series is good. But I'm gonna put the first one as like an honorable mention. Number 2. Wait, I didn't actually pick a number 2. I had 2 up here for number 2.
Uh-huh. Sounds typical.
I gotta pick one right now. I'm gonna pick Phantom Menace.
Oh, well, yeah. Dirt's picking series. He's like, Dune, Kill Bill,
It's really
Star
long.
Wars.
Yep, Star Wars. I'm gonna just put the original 6 Star Wars movies as number 2.
6? I feel like you would pick... would you pick the prequels over the originals?
You don't know how I'd order Star Wars movies as my favorites?
Yeah.
It's a tie between 4 and 1 because they're pretty much like you can interchange them.
Dude, if I have
4,
to only
1.
keep one, one series, I'm keeping the prequels.
Yeah.
I'm
If you could only keep one movie, those are the only 2 movies that stand alone as their own movie. Like you could watch episode 1 and then not watch anything else, or you could watch episode 4 and not watch anything else, and they're perfectly fine movies.
I would be kind of disappointed after episode 1 if there was nothing else.
Well, it ends on like, yeah, that's true. If you didn't get to see Anakin like grow up. Anyway, I'm putting Star Wars as my number 2. The entire original saga.
I mean, it counts.
The original 6 movies.
I'll watch any of them when they're on. I mean,
I'll
maybe
give you
not,
my
maybe
power
not the
rank.
new ones so much, but
I can give you my power ranking. It goes Phantom Menace, New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back. No, sorry. Empire Strikes Back is number 3.
that's number
Let me
1.
Shit, I gotta restart. These are all great movies.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
As I'm thinking about them, I'm like, damn, that's actually better than the last. Okay, so it would go Phantom Menace, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back. That's the top 3.
I can't believe you put A New Hope above Empire, bro.
A New Hope is a great movie.
Yeah, but Empire's the first one I saw. I saw the second one first.
Oh shit! You know what?
It's so
Phantom
good.
Menace. Phantom Menace was the first one I paid attention to, but I'd definitely seen.
Oh,
the
hell
original
yeah.
trilogy. I don't remember what one I saw first, but Phantom Menace was the first one I paid attention to.
Hell yeah. What's number
Because
1?
before Phantom Menace, to be honest, those were just like old movies my dad watched when he was a kid.
Yeah.
I
I only liked the way they would entice you to get you to watch it with them was because they had lightsabers.
Yeah. And even the lightsaber fights are kind of hokey. It wasn't until like the digital remasters and like
Yeah, they got them nice and crisp. Yeah.
nice and crispy. But the green lightsaber that Luke has, that's my favorite lightsaber.
Mine's Count Dooku's.
Oh, that curvy.
The hilted.
Well, I don't like. I like the green color, but if I had to choose, I'd choose the curvy hilt too.
Ooh, a curvy hilt with a green? That'd be nice.
It wouldn't make any sense because the lore that wouldn't make any sense at all.
I think you should get a curvy hilt with the purple, and then it could be like a pimp cane, and it would become slightly racist.
So like the lore is like the blue lightsabers are for duelists, and the green lightsabers are for force users. So you wouldn't have a curved hilt with a green lightsaber. That wouldn't make sense. You'd have a curved hilt with a blue lightsaber. Because that's
Purple.
like a purple. Purple. You know, my brother told me he saw an interview with Samuel L. Jackson. So everybody assumes that Samuel L. Jackson just wanted a purple lightsaber because he liked purple. But he did an interview and he said that the real reason was because he read the Geonosis battle. Like, and when he read it, he's like, oh, there's going to be wide angles. He was like, I want purple so I could just, like, point to myself on the screen.
Yeah, he wanted to stand out.
Yeah.
He wanted to have a different saber color than the rest so he could be like, that's me.
That's me right there, yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Smart. But then, yeah, he just told everybody, he was like, can I just have a purple lightsaber because I like it? He didn't want to be like, I'm trying to point to myself on the screen.
Yeah.
And then it makes sense because...
it's a cool color, too.
Well, also, Mace Windu is the second in command of the Jedi. So, of course, he would have some, like, flashy shit.
Yeah.
Because Yoda's all, like, humble and shit, but Mace, he's like, I'm the big dog.
Yeah, I'm the big dog. I got a great lightsaber.
That's not why he did it.
What?
No.
I thought it was flavors.
And then, hold on, I didn't say my number one movie yet. It's the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
What? God damn it! All trilogies really picked.
The director's cut Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Jaws 1 through 3, so good.
I could swap out Tombstone at number 3 for the Mad Max saga.
The saga. You're gonna just, Tombstone didn't have a sequel. It doesn't count. These are Dirt. Count. This is Dirt's top 5 trilogies.
Yeah, listen. If there's not 15 hours of content for your movie, then I don't want to watch it.
I don't think a movie I picked has a single sequel.
Listen, if a movie came out...
Wait, Ace Ventura does. Ace Ventura does.
I think the way I watch movies is bad.
Probably.
I'm just sitting there for like 20 hours just watching the same thing.
Yeah, it's too much.
That's why it. That's what I like. That's
what Lori likes too, and I'm just like, I like a movie over and done with like after an hour. I'm good with it. I'm good with the story.
Nope. I wanna stretch this bad boy wide open and see what's going on.
I don't need to do all that. It's too much.
Some honorable mentions. I got Fight Club. I got Holes. I got I think that's the only other two off. Oh, Halloween.
Oh yeah, I thought about putting Halloween on mine too.
But only the first 2 Halloweens, honestly. On retrospect, I do not like anything past Halloween 2.
I don't like 2.
Halloween 3 is okay.
I love Halloween 3. That's a completely different movie.
4, 5, H2O, Resurrection, all that shit. I don't like it. The one with Busta Rhymes is funny.
I don't really like the second one. I don't like the hospital one. I like the first one.
You know, like Dr. Loomis shooting him on top of the hospital?
No, it's boring.
Or is that's Halloween 5. I'm thinking of Halloween 5.
I don't know. The one he's in, 2, he's in
Halloween
the hospital.
5, Halloween 5 has his niece, and I hate that whole storyline with the mute niece, and she's telepathic.
I don't know. They all blend together because they're all bad at that point.
Oh yeah, at that point. But the first one,
first one's
actually
fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what you want to know? You're speaking of Halloween. It wasn't the only John Carpenter film that I thought about putting on my top 5.
You thought about putting Scream up there too?
No, The Thing.
He made The Thing?
Yes.
Holy shit. He made
Kurt Russell, bro?
Damn, dude. He made The Thing and he made Scream.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's range.
Mm-hmm.
That's range. You make one of the best horror movies ever made, and then you make one of the best comedy horror movies ever
Thriller.
made. He also made Freddy Krueger, did he not?
No, that is Wes Craven.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
He only made Nightmare on Elm Street, right?
No, he did other things. He did other things. They just weren't good. He did a movie that almost made my top 5. No, I'm just kidding. It did not almost make my top 5. Vampire in Brooklyn with Eddie Murphy.
Oh shit, dude, Eddie Murphy. I could throw it's a toss up between Nutty Professor and Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, for Eddie top Eddie Murphy movie?
Top Eddie Murphy movie. I like his funny kids movies more than his like.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want a funny kids, Daddy Daycare.
I think he does like Beverly Hills Cop is okay, but it's not like his best work.
I'm more of a 48 Hours guy.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy in 48 Hours and another 48 Hours?
Hold on. Is it like 24?
No. It's like a buddy cop movie.
Oh, shit. I don't know this. I only know Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, this one's better.
Maybe I've seen this and I started watching it and I was like, this isn't funny.
Yeah, it's really not as funny.
I was probably... Oh, wait, the movie poster's Eddie Murphy flipping the bird, though. That's pretty funny.
Well, yeah, but it's also cool.
Yeah, it's cool and funny.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, that was our top 5 movies. We've been going a minute.
Yeah. Gotta get this,
I gotta get this show on the road.
Yeah, that's about all I got for the docket.
Well, that's good. Dirt's top 5 trilogy. My top 5 movie. Clams. We'll get Clams next week at the top of the show. You'll get Clams' top 5 movies.
I bet you Clam says Dune.
Bet you he does too. I was expecting that from the both of you.
You gotta watch Dune.
Yeah, maybe. What did I watch first, Dune, or do I watch Lord of the Rings 2?
What do you watch Dune? Well,
Eh.
are you into Lord of the Rings? Do you care about any of the things
I
yet?
feel like I want to. Yeah, I care. I feel like I want to know what happens in the second one. I feel like I've been waiting a whole year to see what happens with Smeagol, man.
I feel like people who don't immediately watch the second movie aren't into it.
Really? I feel like it would get me back into it, and it would make me want.
Well, the first movie leaves off on like the biggest cliffhanger I've ever seen in my life. And I feel like if you liked the movie, you'd be like, I gotta see what happens right now.
No.
You're like, okay, they can go in that boat.
Yeah. And then they go off on a journey, and I will figure out what happens in the next movie. It wasn't so climactic that it's like, oh God, like. I guess if you like read the books and you're like super into it, and it's like.
I never read the books. I read the Hobbit. I read the Hobbit book, but I never read the Lord of the Rings book. Those were always out of the library.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just never too deep into it, but I do enjoy it. I don't hate it. I liked the first one. I enjoyed it, and
who's your guy right now? Who's your favorite Lord of the Rings guy?
My favorite was Bilbo in that first one, man.
He's in the movie for like 3 seconds.
No, he's not, man. He's got the ring to begin with, and I'm like, man, this guy's got some freaking thick skin to be holding that thing, if that's what it does, dude. Just to like, and then he just hands it over to Frodo. I'm like, what's up with the hobbits? How come they could just like handle this shit and it not really get to him like that?
Because hobbits don't. You're gonna make me go into the lore. Hobbits don't seek out power. They have no.
You guys explained this to me afterwards. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So them wearing it, the only thing that it does is just makes them invisible, and they're like, "Oh,
no,
that's
but
cool."
It does eventually corrode them not seeking out power over time. Because look at Bilbo, he was like,
well, yeah.
Eventually,
so, do you know what Gollum looks like?
Yeah, wasn't Gollum a hobbit or like a regular looking guy?
Yeah, Gollum was a hobbit, and he had the ring for like 900 years, and he turned into that thing, because it like slowly like morphs you over time.
Damn, dude. Why don't they just get it back to him?
Well, the ring bearer is like cursed, and he's like always trying to bring the ring back to Sauron.
Well, why don't they let him do it?
Because then Sauron would destroy the entire Middle Earth and enslave them, and he would corrupt them with dark magic and turn them all into Orcai.
There's got to be a better solution. Is that what Smeagol's gonna do? He's gonna do that? We can't trust him with this ring? It seems like he really wants it.
Okay, that only happens if you're like a man. See, the hobbits have like nothing.
Well, Smeagol's hobbit. Give it to him. He's fine. He's dwelling in the caves. He's crawling around in there with rings and coins.
Smeagol's not actually a hobbit. He's a river folk, and he was definitely greedy as hell, because the way he gets that ring is brutal.
Oh, shit. See, yeah, now, see, look, I'm a little bit interested now. I'm interested in the Smeagol story. I'm interested...
Smeagol's whole backstory is...
You get very little of him in that first movie, so...
Okay, well, the whole there's probably like 30 minutes. The first 30 minutes of the third movie is just Smeagol like 1,000 years ago, when he was like a regular person.
Really? Of the second one?
Yep, and it shows how he became Gollum.
Damn, dude, I gotta turn this on tomorrow. Then maybe I'll watch it soon. Maybe I'll do a review soon on the docket of the second Twin Towers movie. Or wait, what was it?
Everybody does that. You're all right. Everybody calls it Twin Towers.
Well, it came out around then, did it not?
No, it did not. No, that book came out in like the 20s.
No, I know, but I'm saying the movie.
Oh, the movie. Yeah, it is a cool coincidence that the Two Towers movie came out in 2002. So I think they came out like 01, 2002, and then like 2003.
They couldn't have renamed it. Just Lord of the Rings 2.
Well, no. I think they did think
Double Ring.
No, it was the Two Towers. Because it's the Two Towers. What is it? Gundor and
the Lord of the Rings 2 Schmeagol's story.
Well, yeah, Schmeagol's redemption is in Lord of the Rings 2. Because he becomes one of the Fellowship.
What?
You didn't know that?
They let him into the club, dude? He stinks.
Dude, you're a Sam Wise kind of guy. Dude, Sam hits him with a frying pan. He's like, get him the fuck out of here. Like, every morning. He's like, get him out of here. And he hits him with a pan. He's like, no, we can't feed this thing.
Yeah, I am a Sam Wise guy. I remember liking him.
Yeah. Sam Wise is S-tier character from any show. Man.
Ouch. All right, let's get off here. Vladimir Putin gets scooting. House Assembly. Sundays, 9 o'clock.
If anybody has it, let me know. I'm trying to get this van.
Oh, that van? Oh, someone has it. Somebody's van. We'll be back Sunday, 9 o'clock. Dirt, Clams, Josh, right here, Sprouse Extra YouTube channel. Bye.